Hey, hi everybody. This is Dr. Albert Snow, Holistic Gastroenterologist. That's a mouthful. I created that term because I created that category of medicine 40 years ago, and still nobody else doing it. And we can't find anybody. Everybody wants to be a gastroenterologist, doesn't really have just a naturopath that doesn't have a specialty. They have to know what they're doing. And I did. I created the only system in the world that heals inflammatory bowel, such as IBS, Colitis, and Crohn's. And it works at 98% success rate. Easy for me to say. And the ones who don't get healed, those are the ones that disappeared for whatever reason. And a lot of them veer off of what I taught them to do, and they have their own system. And we have a saying around here, we say, just do the effin program. You came to me to get healed, and the next day you see you on Facebook talking about you going on a peanut butter diet or something. You see it every day, and then they're the ones that have to come in for a real tune and say, now listen, do this, forget the peanut butter salad. So, this one is called, I'm glad you're still suffering. Quick hitter, I'm glad you're still suffering. I say that all the time. Why would I say that to somebody? Here's one. You take these immune suppressant drugs, that you don't have an immune disease. IBS, Colitis, and Crohn's are all the same condition, that you have a man-made condition. But they believe it's a immune disease, so they suppress your immune system with drugs. Most of the time when you do that, you still have symptoms because they're not addressing the problem. I have a sprained ankle, but you're treating it for migraines. So why am I glad you still have symptoms? So sometimes the drug will nail it, will take away your symptoms. Let's talk about it from that perspective. You take a drug and you don't have any symptoms. Some of us will lulled into thinking, well, maybe we're healed. But they know they're not. In many cases, they know that they're going to eventually have to go off the drug, and your doctor doesn't know that. Doesn't know that, by matter of fact. But you know that you don't want to be on an immunosuppressive drug. So when you snuff out the symptoms, that doesn't mean the problem's not still going on. The problem you have, to give you a little bit of context, is that your own stomach acids are eating holes in the bowel wall. That's what you have. Because of a diminished mucosal lining, and time goes by, that's not blocking the acid, you have to eat. You release acids, and it goes down deep, hits the nerve, hits the blood vessel. Okay, then you have symptoms. Oh my God, we got to fix this thing. If you take a drug, it snuffs out the symptom, and it's going to get worse. But you're not going to get the signal until it's too late. So I'm glad you're still suffering is because you don't know how bad it is down there because you're asleep at the wheel. The drug. You don't want to get out the drug. You know, hey, geez, I can't work. If I drive to work, I have an accident. I want to go on a Boy Scout trip. I'm going to graduate. I have a wedding. You have all these legitimate excuses. But what you're going to need to do is understand that the drugs heal nothing. And why does it get worse? We had the conversation earlier today. Just say there's a pothole in the road and you put something over it to cover it up and protect it. But you didn't do anything other than that. Cover it up, that's your drug. Well, you couldn't expect to do any better when you drive over that again. You go boom, boom. Eventually, you know, the analogy breaks down a little bit. If the hole, when you say a pothole, it's like you see in the road. The hole is going to get bigger. So somebody said to me today, yeah, I hear it every day. The mesalamine doesn't work anymore. No, mesalamine's still doing mesalamine. It's got 100 milligrams, 10 milligrams, I forget what they provide. And so it's not the drug. It's the fact that you're still having holes being eaten and the holes get bigger. The holes outgrow what the drug was designed to do. And we're going to talk sometime about Maine. Maybe I'll do that next, Maine. The swimming team up in Maine, they were all going to have their colons removed. So, what you've got to do is know that holistic gastroenterology will fix it. There's nothing else that will. You know, I developed the protocol, and it's available at the Holistic Gastroenterology website. That's .com, and it's the only system that works, and you'll find out why. Then you'll know why, because you'll be one of them. I'm glad you're still suffering based on the fact that you now continue to seek help. hey, I know doc, they're talking to the doctor, this is the only thing, according to them, the immune system, blah, blah, blah. You sort of just, humor them. And then when you do find me, I explain to you that what's happening is it's part of the questioning process, or it's on the GI-Cure protocol. And we pinpoint when you had the antibiotics, likely anyways, and what's happening, and because of the nature of wiping away the mucosal lining, the acid has access to the tissue, so the body, gets broken down. It's like scooping out a little thin layer of microscopic tissue every day, which adds up, and you're using turf, real estate. So what we do is we know that, the drug's not going to heal it, it's showing no signs of healing it, but we put into the body the things that will heal it. Specialized probiotic, colostrum, which is incredibly unknown, and I'll do a show on that too. And what happens is people put something natural alongside the drug, and they find out this is how we progress from one phase of treatment to the other. You're taking the drug, you still have some symptoms of yucky. Take my stuff, all of a sudden the pain, discomfort goes down. The doctor's gonna say something like, maybe try to take credit for it. And what happens is that after you are brought down to symptom-free, we start to reduce some of the supplements. You do that one by one, so you'll end up being someone who got healed. You didn't have to go through any kind of healing process. But that's the deal. I'm glad you are still suffering, because if you didn't, you wouldn't get the help, and you'd be having your colon removed at some point. So, and by the way, I just want to throw this in there because it's on my mind, and I want to say it. The other end of things, the esophagus. If you have a problem with your heartburn, you don't want that to go silent, because if it goes silent, that means you've built a lot of scar tissue, and it's blocking the acid, which can't hit a nerve in the sinus. And that's what we've dealt with a bunch of those, where stubborn people said, well, it's gone. And how's that happen? The body can juggle things and create temporary pockets of being symptom-free, but don't depend on it. One more part of that, Tylenol you can't take. Tylenol you can take if you need it, not take 10, It's the other painkillers that will destroy your gut. Just thought I'd throw some tidbits in there. I don't think I can possibly talk without putting tidbits in there. And this is all going to be in the GI-Cure Holistic Gastroenterology knowledge base. Endless amount of information provided for your category. And we're building that right now, and this is one of the audios that will be on there to remind you. But you can do that course yourself. All the information you need, more than you're going to get on one-on-one with me. I put everything that I know of in the GI-Cure protocol. So that's it for today. We're going to come back and do a little I love diarrhea, and we're going to talk about Twinkies. And those are vital, and everyone's confused about that. But I'm going to shut down now, and I'm going to do another quick hitter soon. Thank you.